just keep getting fresh bait out there and just chucking it about. I think that's the only option we've got tonight. Oh, hey! Yes! Oh, we've got a night here tonight, guys. We are fishing in Prestatyn. There is me, Colin, Alex and Rich out tonight. And Cole cast in straight away. And within literally 5 to 10 seconds, Alex is laughing over there. Big ball of weed. Next minute, I hear Rich in the corner there. Whoa, and me as well. Big balls of weed. But what it is, we've got like a, there's like a gully which we have to fish into, which is probably, I'd say, 40-yard chuck, but then you've got a gap of, say, 30 yards, which you can fish in. And I think what's gone on is, as the tide's been pushing in with this northerly we've got, all the weed is built up behind this bank. So I've sort of waited for a little bit. As that tide floods in, I'm hoping that all that weed that's built up behind there pushes in towards us on this wall and hopefully disperses. But I'm saying that, I'm looking over towards Rich's rod now and it's like, yeah, that's bent round double. We are about an hour or so off high water, so I'm hoping that it'll just go easier from here. Anyway, rig of choice tonight, we have got the ever faithful Wessex again. And on the bottom here, I've got a lovely bait. So I had one lonely crab in my box. So he's on there with a bit of muscle and some fresh lug. And I've done something different with my hook tonight. I'll show you shortly, but I put, it's like a really fine wire. I wrapped it round, which I'll show you. And what that's doing is just stopping my hook from turning when I bait elastic. So yeah, that one's on the bottom one on a bigger hook, just in case it's bigger fish. And then the top one, I've got a short little pennel there, which is obviously going to have a full piece of lug on. So yeah, I'm going to quickly bait that one up now, send it out, and probably catch a load of weed. So it might be a really short video, this one, because we might end up chucking it in, pull a load of weed in, and bugger it off. Hopefully not. Like I said, I've just hopefully, as that tide builds up a little bit now, get a bit of a depth of water in there that it'll disperse and it'll be easier. So yeah, let's get the lug on that top one and get it straight out. But you never know. It's always worth putting a bigger bait on, especially on the bottom. So yeah, that's the plan of action for tonight, that one. The big bait on the bottom and a lug on the top. I might end up switching it later on to something different on the bottom, but I thought I'd lose that one lonely crab that's been sat in my freezer in one vac pack for ages, and yeah, chuck him out. Now we have got a bit of a fence behind me as well, so I don't know how this cast will go. Let's go for it. I'm nervous. Let's go for it. It's out. Right, I think we'll be all right where we are there. And what I've done is kept that line as high as I can out of that water to save catching loads of weed. Yes, bait in the water. Yoo-hoo! I want to show you something quickly. I kind of don't want to take my eyes off that as well, but you know, yeah. Let me show you this. But this is what I'm on about, okay? So what I've got here, I popped to my local hardware store and bought a load of quite a thin gauge wire. Now a lot of you will know this. Oh, Rich has got something over here. He's coming over. I'm getting a bit of a bite here as well. What have you got there, mate?
Planting it over again, no weed.
What have you got, mate?
I've got a big robbing bastard.
Hey! Oh, look at this. First fish on the bank. It's that little rockling.
It is, mate.
Get in, boy. Well, I've literally just been looking at my rod there, and a load of weed has literally just blown up to the tip, up my line.
That cast in, mate.
All right, clear, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought that would be the case.
Oh, is it?
But yeah, I've got a little rockling there.
That's a fat rock, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
It's got like 1,000 shrimp. What's that way, mate?
There we go, there's the first fish. Have I got a bite on there? I don't know what's going on here. Oh. No, that's the waves hitting it, that is. But literally, I've got a lump of weed on the corner. See, I don't know if you can see it, but that blew up my line then, which is never good. That's just the waves as it's crashing over now, but that should calm down. Anyway, let's get onto this hook quickly before I miss a bite, possibly the only bite of the night. So you can do this a different way, okay? You can do it with paper clips, etc, etc. So the idea behind it, okay, is I'd feed that through there now like that. I can leave it long to start off with. And what you do is you start off slowly around the shank like that. Now we have to pull that in quite tight like that, okay? And then you work down a bit like a knotless knot. Okay, so I'm doing that now all the way down that shank, like so. Okay, now I'll keep that a little bit away from that hook point. I'm going to turn that now in there, that last one through there. So that's now on the back of the hook like that. And what I want to do, or what you want to do, is clip that. So I'm going to clip it into my box now so it's not on the floor or anything. So I'll clip that now. One. Just like that. And what you do is you put your bait and you sort of push it in. And that when your bait elastic out now, that. Just looking there, Alex is watching it. But that actually stops your bait then from turning on your hook. Now I've seen this done a few times, first time I've done it. But by putting that one through the eye there, it physically can't move. This might be a bit thin to you know, bend and stuff, so I have got paper clips as well, brass ones. So, but yeah, how cool is that? I'll be using that a lot more, especially when I'm fishing for cod or bigger baits on them, you know, on that. Very cool.
I'm here, don't worry.
Alex is watching it. My glamorous assistant over there, look at him. I think the problem I had then, I cast like literally down here. It's out there, like.
Yeah, it's gone to the left.
I've got a lug bait on and I was getting a little bit of a tap like that, but
yeah.
I think that's the waves breaking. Look at all the sea mist coming over the top here.
Yeah. Tasting salt for the next 3 days.
I know, yeah, it's in my eyes, got sand and everything in my eyes.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
I'm not sponsored by Snap-on, by the way.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Oh, you wish you were sponsored by Snap-on.
I wish, mate, it would save me a lot of money.
If you're watching Snap-on, yeah, sponsor this guy.
The other reason I've not been fishing. I don't want money on tools.
On tools, yeah, I've heard about your toolbox, mate. Oh, Colin's just struck here. I think it's going to be lug baits tonight. I've gone a bit optimistic by putting a bigger bait on the bottom, but I have got that lug at the top, so you just never know. Well, I've got a little bit of a knock there. It's gone a bit tight.
Yeah, it keeps doing it.
I could have a fish on there.
With waves like that, you'll never know.
No, I won't, especially on that Prevail. Oh, what's Cole got? Nothing.
Should have videoed the weed he got.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was absolutely crazy. I want to show you Cole's rig in a minute, if he'll be ever so kind to come and show me. Can we show the viewers your rig, Cole? What? Can we show the viewers your secret rig? Your secret rig. No, he says no, he's running away. It's an adjustable Cole rig. This is what we're calling it. The adjustable paternoster. So what you got there is 2 beads, and he's wired it up in a certain way that you pull on the bead like that, and you can adjust wherever You want that? See? So I pull that back down now. See if I wanted it close to the deck. Same as that one. You pull that back down. How cool is that? Same again on the top. Something I'll definitely be implementing into my angling. But yeah, it's the first time I've seen that coal. That is very cool, but that is the super duper coal rig. Cheers, mate. Hope you catch your fish on it.
10 minutes till high water.
Oh yeah, that's a bite. That was a bite. Look at my little tuck on the top, look at it. Little. Oh. No, that's the waves, that. The rod does that. Right, we've got a big set coming in now. There we go. And another big set, big rough set. Yeah. Whoa, he sent that one in. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but I think it'll fish well on the turn later on as well. Well, just speaking to Rich in out here, I was like, yeah, we've got to live an hour really before it turns. We haven't. We've got like 10 minutes. I better check my bait and get a fresh one on. Let's have a look, see what's going on, eh? Nothing on that one, I don't think. Give us a pecker. Pecker, 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 where are you? Alright, it's coming in. There's nothing big on there anyway. Oh, nothing. Well, like I was saying, guys, that hook there is still very proud, and even in that surf, I'd be confident that if a fish was to hit that, it's going to get nailed. Problem is, I can't see the bites. Unless it was a big fish, of course, like. Yeah, I'm going to stick to my guns at the moment, given it's like 15 minutes of high water. It's going to be a tough session. It's going to be a very tough session. Yeah, it's going to be hit and miss. Let's get a nice big fat lug on that one. Might put a little bit of muscle on that one just to give it a bit more attraction. And then, yeah, let's get it sent out. Oh, look at that for a lug. This is Richie famous lug. Look at that for a black lug ready to go on. And that's going on hole, that one. Right then, so what we do with a bait needle, you literally got to spike one end. And all you do is hold your worm like that. And don't come out the side of it and pop the worm like I just have. And do that, okay? And then what I'll do then is got a little hole in the top there. Slide up there, you put your hook point in there, slide your worm on. A bit like this. If I sit on my wall here, you might see me. So what I need to do now is send that top panel all the way up, and that other little piece of lug. I don't know if you can see me on this, guys. You might not if I zoom in when I'm editing. But all I'm going to do is give myself a little bit more line first. Oh, that reel is just full of weed and stuff. Nice. Right, let's try again. That's clear, that's clear. Right, so all I want to do on the top of that baiting needle is push it in like that, okay? So what I've got is I've got a line there, well, my line there at the side. Oh, now I've lost my headlight, look. Oh, great. But yeah, I don't know if you can see me, and you just slide the worm around there. Keep sliding it, keep sliding your worm. I have got a tag end there, so it can be a little bit tricky. And the tag end's there for a reason, is to stop that worm from sliding down. So there you go, like that. And what I'll do now is just slide that pennel hook to the top of that. And we're in, winner, winner. Cod for dinner. Hopefully. I like to push the worm down a little bit like that. Hook that top pennel nice and proud. Bish. Bash, wash. And here is one I prepared earlier. Well, literally a couple of seconds ago. There you go. Look at that for the lump of bait out there. And there's that top lovely piece of lug. And sort them grippers out. Make sure they're good and bent in the right way. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You're all running free. Don't know about me the spool with that weed. Well, on my shot leader. Don't think that'll cast too well, so I'm just going to try to de-spool a bit of my line here. There we go, that's gone. Wouldn't want to cast that going through my eyes now, would I? And it wouldn't have ended well, that, on the cast. at all. Good job I clocked that, because that's when disasters happen and you lose line, or you lose your eyes and everything, and your rods. It's a weird weed to that tonight. It's like a really, really fine weed. Strange on that. It's almost like pond weed. That's my shot leader. That's all running clear. Check it's not spooled around that. We're not. Bit of tension now as I wrap it back up, and we're good. Let's go then. Right, can we get a fish up this bank? Because so far, just the rockling between us. Second cast, come on. And it's gone.
Mate, well, that was a good cast. That was reactions, mate, that's what that was.
Eh?
Good cast there, that was reactions.
Was that a good cast, that?
Good, that, I like that.
Well, it's out there, it's fishing. We can only try, can't we?
Mate,
A bite?
you just can't see it. That is bass, mate.
Oh, that is bassy all along that, yeah. Very, very bassy, that. There's got to be bass in there. That big bottom bait's getting nailed with a bass in it.
I need to go home. I don't want to until the fish.
You don't want to go home, do you? Well, we're only going to be here another hour. You might as well just stay tired in the morning. He's got a strip of gearbox in the morning, he has, like, so he's like, I want to go home. And I'm like, there's a rod there for you, Alex, but yeah. Anyway, the bait's out. What more can we do? What's on that bottom one? A jellyfish. Nice. Oh, look at that. That's a proper blob of something, innit? Ugh. I don't even know what to do with that one. Ugh. What's going on? My rig's absolutely battered. I think it's going to be time to go home. I'm not going to lie, guys. What the frig? Yeah, that's all my rig there is tangled. Yeah, it's come back on itself, round on itself a few times. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. And I've got, yeah, jellyfish or something. Or is it an old dead prawn? I don't know what that is. Ugh. State of that. But I think it is going to be time to go home, if I'm honest, of how bad that is. Are you going?
Bye.
See you later, mate. Yeah, that's tangled back through in itself and in there as well. What I am going to do, I think, is maybe put an earth clip on and a running rig, because yeah, I don't think that's going to be fishing at all, but just to put a fish on the bank, it might be worth doing. What an absolute disaster. Yeah, let's put an earth clip on, because that is shocking. And the beauty of this now at the moment, I can put that on there like that, and I can just go and quickly chuck an earth clip on. That right there is an earth clip, and all I do is tie a snood coming off there, which I'll probably go double penholes, piece of lug, send it out. Can you see there? That's the question. You don't even want to look in this box, guys. There we go. Look at them. Size 2 chinoos. And where is my favouriteest line in the world? There it is. Me amnesia. Now all I'm going to do, literally, just with how rough it is, I think it's going to be a case of a little piece of amnesia like that, I think. Short and sweet, get it out there. I might even roll it about, to be honest with you, take the gripper off it. All I'm going to do is push that through there, tie it around a couple of times. 2, 3, I'll do 3 because amnesia's knot strength is next to none. See, look how strong amnesia is. like that. All I need to do now is put my pedals on a piece of lug. Right, so I'm going to put that one on there just to try and nick a quick fish, but I think, to be honest with you, it's going to be a case of it's game over. 1, 2, 3. Well, Rich has just come over here to retrieve his rig in my swim. There we go, that's nice. So I'm going to leave a bit of a tag end on there. Not too much, but a little bit. There we are. And what I might do is chuck a plain lead on like this. And all you do on these URFE clips is literally slide that down like that, and then push. You shrink back over that and pull it nice and tight like that. I'm just going to roll that out on a piece of lug, see if that'll get me a fish. We can only try, guys, we can only try. Yeah, lovely piece of lug there on an URFE clip. I think that's going to be the only way, without tangling too much, of putting a fish on this bank. It just depends how the lead will dig into that sand on the cast. Only one way to find out, isn't it? 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Okay. There we go. We're rolling, we're bouncing, we're doing all sorts there, guys. Right, that's good. I might end up having to change it for a gripper. But it's just to literally try and find a divot now in that. So if that goes, it's going to be a good bite. But that's just dropped back, so that's the lead coming back in. I might have to put a gripper on. Might have to. On the URFE clip, can he do it? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's spelled URFE, so I call it an URFE clip. So it might be a URFE clip. In other words, I think it's like a Portuguese rig. I think that's what they use, that sort of thing. But on sandy beaches, or when you're wanting to find them gullies, that's the way to do it. Or is it? Same again, it's tough to see with the conditions in which we're facing, guys, because that could be the swell, which I think it is, because there's rather large waves crashing in front of me. So I'm trying to time it now with the waves and the bite itself. Yeah, that's the waves. Well, I'm trying, guys. We're all trying. Colin's sat here battling through it. I can see Rich's rod is pretty much like bent double because he's on the Yukis, and it's just, yeah, it's tough. I'd be happy with a whiting. To get any fish out of this at the moment will be, you know, will be a miracle. My lead's down to the left. Let's try on this next one, I think. Let's try a gripper on it. Right, we've got that out anyway. There we go. And I think the bait, yeah, it's been beat up. Right, I'm going to put a gripper on it. I hope you're appreciating here, guys, actually how tough it is. Right, if this one fails, I think it is time to call it a night. Check the spool, there's no weed there. Rich is on his way over. I think Rich is packing up, but let's send this out quickly and see what we can do with a gripper. That's out there anyway. I'm going to stand there a little bit closer and just see if I can register a bite. I'd be so happy even if I caught a whiting now. Just to pull a fish out in this. It's it'll be an achievement. Just every few minutes, have a flick about. And that's the only option we've got tonight. Or in these last 10 minutes of fishing. Like I say, if I can get a little white in, I'll be made up. My head torch has gone and everything. So I'm relying on feeling that shock leader through here. Right, let's swing in. Oh, hey! Yes! He's pulled the fish out! Get in! I said, didn't I? I said I've got to try to match the conditions here. I put the earth clip on there. Tried it with the bare leads, rolling about too much. I thought, right, put the gripper on. Let's get a bait nailed to the bottom. And yeah, he's not the biggest of fish, but I've got a fish out in these conditions. To me, I'm buzzing with that, and that is right in the bottom of his lip there. Perfectly nailed. I've got a belly like you, oh, belly like me. No, I'd say a belly like John.
I'm going to say it's the same fish.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
How dark it is on the top.
Yeah, that's darker than yours, isn't it? But look how fat he is.
It's had a good feed, that,
it has, hasn't it?
Going around having a mensch. Fair play, yes, get in. That's made it worth it.
Get in! Like I said, it's not the biggest of fish. But given them conditions tonight, I've adapted to the situation. And I fished very hard for that little dude. Get in, little rockling, that'll do. Made up with that. You, my mate, in fact, are the first species and the first fish to come on. So that's a bite in 2025. Get in. Little free-bearded rockling. Yes! Thank you very much, my mate. You go back out there and you survive in that big open world, okay? Off you go, little fella. Thank you very much. Yes! But yeah, thoughts on the session, thoughts on the mark. It's been tough. As you've seen, very, very, very tough. And even to get a fish in these conditions, you know, I'm happy with that. It's definitely a place I will be fishing again. Definitely. Yeah, nothing on that one. Absolutely stripped on that one. Yeah, it is a place where I will be fishing again. And also I will be using these earth clips again, because if I hadn't changed to that tonight and stuck to me Wessex and whatever else I was doing, I probably wouldn't have put that fish on the bank. So to me, that's a point to it already. So anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this one, even though it has been tough. Yeah, thank you for watching. We will be out again. We have got a lot of bad weather coming in over the next couple of days now, so recording wise, I don't know if I'll be able to be out, but by now you will have watched the flatfish one, which I all hope you enjoyed with me and Rich, and the lug pumping one. So yeah, not defeated, but it's done me well. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You don't have to, but if you can, it goes a long way. I do want to push this year to 20,000 subs by the end of the year. That is my goal. That is my New Year resolution, to try and push the channel to 20,000 subs. It's going to be tough, but we're going to do it. Yeah, I'll see you all on the next one. Where it'll be, I don't know. Thanks for watching.